I guess that's what the whole name bad boy comes from. That people don't really understand. What is it? What is a bad boy? What makes
I suppose that's where the whole bad boy moniker originates, as people aren't really sure what a bad boy is or why he chose that particular name. Was amusing, he believed that Will and Ujada were approaching Jennifer too strongly, giving Jennifer the upper hand. When Jay and Diddy were the ultimate power couple at the turn of the century, their whirlwind romance kept tabloids buzzing from 1999 to 2000, and one was filled with ups and downs, ending in a dramatic split following Diddy's legal troubles. Fast forward to today, and Diddy's legal woes have only intensified the music mogul, once lauded for his contributions to education and philanthropy, is now embroiled in a federal trafficking investigation. Jennifer Lopez recently dropped a bombshell about her past relationship with Diddy, revealing shocking details that mirror the unsettling allegations made against him by Cassie. Although Diddy was quickly able to settle Cassie's explosive lawsuit, which claimed he had physically abused her and forced her to participate in drug-fueled group activities, it opened the door to further accusations that he controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of beating Cassie regularly and hiding her in hotel rooms for days on end until the bruises and other signs of abuse disappeared. Diddy was forced to resign from his leadership position during revolts and skip important public events like the Grammy Awards after numerous women and even a male came forward with similar accusations of abuse and harassment. Homeland Security was also raiding Diddy's properties as part of this continuing probe. Diddy's situation appears to be bad. As the drama plays out, the world watches to see how these allegations will affect one of hip-hop's most iconic figures. Jennifer Lopez's decision to speak out now adds a new layer of intrigue and scandal. Her revelations about Diddy's controlling and abusive behavior during their relationship paint a chilling picture that echoes the claims made by his other accusers. It's easy to confuse Puff for a friend at times, and you might even consider Puff to be your brother. The romance between Sean Diddy Combs and Jennifer Lopez is replete with glitz, drama, and sinister undertones that, in light of recent revelations of Diddy's claims behavior, Diddy had recently broken up with his partner, Kim Porter Lopez, and the two quickly became one of Hollywood's most talked about couples. Their romance started in 1999 when they met on the set of Lopez's music video for If You Had My Love. Jennifer Lopez and Puffy Combs were arguably one of the most glamorous couples in history at the time. Although Lopez was cleared of all charges, the incident cast a shadow over their relationship. Lopez later described the experience as a complete nightmare, recalling her fear and confusion in the car that night. The pressure and public scrutiny were immense, but Diddy's infidelity was ultimately what caused them to break up. You were a staple in the tabloids until they split in 2001. Everyone is writing about you, and there are always rumors about you too. How do you deal with it? Do you have something you want to tell us in the press? We don't care. The first sign of trouble came in December 1999 in a 2003 interview with VI. Lopez said that although she never saw him cheat, she knew that his late-night clubbing and inexplicable absences were becoming too much for her to take. You know Jennifer, she's definitely a bad __, Lopez said. I couldn't marry Jennifer, but you understand that I was still in love with Kim. Fast forward to 2024, and the memories of those turbulent times have returned with a force in the wake of Cassie's explosive lawsuit. Lopez has spoken up, revealing the more sinister sides of her romance with Diddy. According to those close to Lopez, Cassie's allegations, which include physical abuse, coercion, and drug-fueled group encounters, have made her consider her own history with the music tycoon. It's difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you've got to do that I washed up. Lopez spoke about past abusive relationships, though she did not name names. Her comments about being manhandled and treated roughly now seem to align disturbingly with the current accusations against Diddy. Despite her disgust and shock at the allegations, Lopez is not entirely surprised. In her lawsuit, Cassie presents a bleak picture of her abusive relationship with Diddy, which began when she was just 19 years old. She claims that Diddy had complete control over everything in her life, including her housing situation and private health data. The lawsuit describes horrific abuse instances, including one in 2009, where Diddy is accused of repeatedly kicking the plaintiff in the face, forcing her to bleed on staff members. Reports state that they saw these assaults, but did nothing to stop them because of their allegiance to Diddy and their fear of him. Yesterday, I saw it posted on every social media page. Cassie filed a complaint against Diddy in New York City, arguing that she was trapped in an abusive cycle that had lasted for decades. Cassie's assertions are strengthened by Lopez's revelations. She details a controlling and abusive behavior pattern that uncannily resembles Cassie's claims. There were people in my life who said I love you, but then didn't do things that were kind of in line with the word love being thrown around and manhandled, like that is not fun. This statement, while vague, now takes on a more sinister tone in light of Cassie's detailed accusations. Lopez recalls Diddy's frequent disappearances, his infidelity, and the emotional turmoil she endured during their time together in her documentary. Even more concerning are the most recent disclosures made by Diddy's former security. An agreement in line with agreement Diddy described an event at a party held by Matt Damon for Ben Affleck where he was envious and possessive over Lopez's deal, to the point where he almost got into a fistfight with Will Smith. He told me that he was furious and believed that Will and J. Pinkett Smith were pursuing Lopez, saying, "I think Will and Jada are trying to scoop up Jennifer." The sense of "I want you to stay close because I'm a snuffer" was evident, but it also highlighted Diddy's erratic behavior and prevented a confrontation. Though this wasn't the only occasion Lopez found herself entangled in Diddy's dangerous world, the infamous 1999 nightclub shooting still casts a long shadow. On December 7, 1999, Lopez and Diddy were at Club New York when a fight broke out, resulting in gunfire. 3 people were injured, and at the end of the day, I believe Diddy was not fleeing a crime scene. This show has gotten crazier since the last time I said this. I believe that when the police pulled him over, he thought he was running for his life. They discovered a gun in the car, which led to their arrest. Lopez was held for 14 hours, handcuffed to a pole, sobbing and upset, before being released without being charged. However, he was charged with 2 counts of criminal possession of a weapon and attempted bribery, which are wholly untrue. Hopefully, time will tell. Thank you very much. Since then, witnesses from that evening have come forward with terrifying revelations. Years after being